Hello, storytelling Ryan. I'm just going to jump into some controversial issue here that I barely know much about. Just to give you my 2 cents. I guess this is pagans fighting pagans about the woke culture and homophobic. Yes, I am homophobic. So, Christian men, when someone calls you homophobic, say, yes, I am. I'm homophobic. This is kind of funny. If you have at a gaming table, and the point here is I'm talking about Ed Greenwood, and I'll get to him in a sec, but he says a video about he's in all inclusive at his gaming table and all that. So if gay people are at the gaming table and they preach their gayness, they want gay characters, they want gay NPCs from the DM. That's not welcoming to the Christian or the Muslim or the Jew. The Christian, Muslim, and Jew are now not welcome at your table if you're going to have a bunch of gay characters or gay NPCs or 2 kings or 2 queens. See, that's not welcoming to us Christians then, or the Muslims. We would feel not safe, right? We Christians it would not be a safe place for us, right? But what if you had kids around? I mean, violence is no big deal because it's kind of silly. We know it's wrong. Even I saw that with my little children when I thought I could, when I was a pagan, I thought I could show them our R-rated films. And we watched R-rated films for a while. And my young daughter at 3, because I was a pagan. And then there were sex scenes. The violence she looked away from. She knew it was action and entertainment and stuff. The sex scenes, she stared, and I was like, whoa. Right then, I became severely less pagan. I knew something was wrong. I turned it off. And I said, nope. I came from the fine arts, liberal, atheist, pagan world. That was, I know I'm going off in different directions, but that was amazing to me, that moment. I mean, I must have had the Holy Spirit in me or God back then, because I knew that was wrong. And at that point, I knew I had to stop with all this, my pro-gay, going to the pride parades. I went to the pride parades here in Santa Monica, in West Hollywood, with my daughter when she was 2. That's how. So I kind of need to make a video on how pro-gay I was until my daughter, around 3 or 4. And I was still pagan or atheist then too. But I knew, no, I couldn't do that. Anyway, so, and I even went through a lot of that back in the day. But anyway, plenty of opportunities to be a gay or trans lover kind of thing. Anyway, so go back to this. Homophobic. I'm homophobic. Yes. So now at the table, if you're going to have a bunch of gay people who play gay characters and do gay things or want gay NPCs to go interact with in a sexual manner, or not even a sexual manner, in just a portray more gay characters, please manner, we Christians and Muslims are going to feel unsafe at the table. Oh, wait. No, I don't. I know we Christians are going to feel unsafe at the table. I don't know. Muslims probably not. They will probably do the opposite. They will attack at the table. They will be judge, jury, and executioner. That's what Muslims believe. They are judge, jury, and executioner for Allah. We Christians, we are not judge, jury, and executioner. God is vengeance to us. So God will take care of it. We just have to preach the gospel, the message, kind of what I'm doing now, telling the truth. Muslims, though, they don't have to tell the truth as much as they have to act on what they believe. That's a different thing. So this whole safe table inclusivity thing that you're talking about is a lie. It's a lie to you. It's a lie unto you, and you're being lied to, and it doesn't work ever. You just have to pretty much stand your ground. And I guess Ed Greenwood, let me go ahead and switch to this, is that, that's his ground, I guess, but it's very strange. Like he made a video here, this one, and this is on X if you want to watch the whole, it's only 1:30. He's pretty quick, but he just says that he retweeted a comic book Indiegogo crowdfunder. And I'll show you that in a sec, where he was, he was apologizing to, I guess, the gay LGBTQ community that it was offensive to them, and the retweet of the video or comic and I'll show you the post. And I kind of get what he kind of, whatever the angle here that he can take, but he's just saying, he wants a safe table and he's sorry he offended. And he says that there's no place for being against LGBTQ or whatever, or no place for being homophobic. But there is a place for being homophobic. It's called Christianity, and I guess Islam, and the Jews, and whoever else. I don't know, but there is a place. And so he's saying there's no place. So I guess he's saying no Christians or Muslims or Jews are allowed at his table. I think that's what he's saying. That's right. We need to call that out. That's exactly what they're saying. The woke, social justice warrior, the Marxist, I don't know, these new Marxist communist pagans are saying no Christians and Muslims and Jews are allowed at the table. I think that's what they're saying. No one of the monotheistic is allowed at the table. 2.6 million. Wow. I don't really go on X, Twitter that much. I really should be more active on there just to try to promote my stuff. I'm just tired. So anyway, he said that, and I've always considered myself supportive of everyone being treated with the same respect. That's not the same respect. It's not the same respect now that all the D&D material has like 2 queens, or you got to go rescue a man's lover, male lover. That's not what we want as Christians in the game, and Christians who built this. And I get it. Pagans, I guess if that's what you want, that's fine. Just say, no Christians allowed. Gay material or homo. If we're not homophobic, we're homophiliac. Homophilia only, No Christians, Muslims, and Jews allowed. I mean, just say it. See, they're very careful with their words. Homophobic. Islamophobic. I don't know. Is there a Jewophobic? I don't know. I guess not, since they got another chant for that. So everyone is welcome at my gaming table. I don't think so. Not everyone is welcome at Ed Greenwood's table. Christians are definitely not welcome then. I'm pretty sure. And which is fine. That's fine. Just say it. I don't care. I'm not interested in his table anyway. I've never really been that interested in it. I got a little interested in the 5e, but it was just the world they had, and I didn't want to make my own world at the time. Doing it. I know he's done a lot. He's done a lot for D&D. I'm not trying to knock that, but I guess I am, because it's just kind of the culmination of him being whatever. So the guy that he's throwing under the bus or whatever is this guy here, and this is the comment. I think this is the thing that he said. Back us. This is the book we wanted instead of Snowflake, Safe Space, instead of bisexuality, X-Men, or cat and bat soap operas. For every disappointing gimmick, a chain of letdowns. This is what we expected from the best, but it's from us for us. So it's a comic with, whatever strong anything. I am not really that into comics. And the odd thing is I'm not really that into D&D. I got into it really with 5e because I did play Advanced Dungeons & Dragons early on, and I did play it quite a bit. And I took a campaign all the way through college. However, I went to Rollmaster and changed it and used that system. And then I homebrewed my own system for many years. And then I went back to Rollmaster because it was just quicker for me to get people up playing in college. And I did Call of Cthulhu, and I was really into Rollmaster though. There's Cyberspace, there's Space Master. And then I created my own system for many years that was based off of Rollmaster. So D&D was not really, I didn't, the whole Ed Greenwood period Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, second publishing, and then the third edition, fourth edition. I never played those. I never cared to. I had no interest. So it's kind of odd. I'm kind of odd that I have a channel that's got a lot of 5e and stuff in it. And, anyway, so this is the guy, and obviously he put this in here. Which is interesting. Then I kind of just went through this a little bit, and Ed Greenwood is on this video here with the guy Ryan Palmer for 2.5 hours here talking. They're talking about stuff. So I'm really just jumping on it as a clickbait. That we're, here's a kind of a thing here. I know this is kind of interesting. This is a little connection here. Well, definitely a connection. So Petey Buttigieg, the LGBT guy, they ban now any kind of fun or interesting highway signs that the department might do. So they don't like messages with obscure or secondary meanings, such as those with popular cultural references, unconventional sign legend syntax, or that are intended to be humorous should not be used, as they might be misunderstood or understood only by a limited segment of road users. So this is the world you're joining with. It's a very boring, homogenous, wear gray smocks, communist Marxist world. They don't want to honor the father or the mother. They want to steal your money. Your taxes is stealing your money, basically, because they don't do anything with it except activism, right? That's Democrats and the Marxists. They want your money to give to their activists to then control you even more. That's theft. They don't want to honor the mother and the father. They want to push adultery, which is all those sins outside of marriage, perversity, homosexuality, trans, all that, and even honor the mother and father. They don't want to honor that, so they want all the gay stuff. They want to covet. They want to covet all of your wealth and success, and you're independent. And if you promote something, they want to destroy that and take it away from you. They want to take away Superman and Batman and all the things, and Star Wars and Marvel. They want to take away these things from you and control them and put gay stuff in them. But again, to make it gay. They want to do that. That's coveting. They want to do that. They want to murder your babies. They want to sacrifice your children through surgeries and through abortion. And because you need to be free enough to get that Golden Globe Award. You need to be able to kill the baby. And if you kill that baby, you will have what you need to be successful. That's paganism right there. What else do they want to do? So those are the 5 main ones. I know I'm missing one more. Oh, they want to slander you. They want to slander you and lie about you they want to make sure that you as a Christian or whoever is a villain. They have to make you an absolute villain. And that's another video I'm going to do about paganism and role-playing games. They have to make you an absolute villain so that they have their consciousness of being of them thinking they're good can kill you or take away your rights or destroy you. They have to slander you, bear false witness against you. This is the heart of paganism. They have to bear false witness against you to make you, homophobic, Islamophobic, whatever, or white supremacist. They have to do that. They shall bear false witness against you. They shall murder your children, have a culture of murder and suicide and death, and criminals. They want to steal your money. They want to allow criminals to be stealing. And here we are. We don't want to offend people. This is the people we're not trying to offend: murderers, thieves, coveters, adulterers, destroying the family, and slanderers. That's who we don't want to offend with our compromises and us not, and the churchmen not rebuking. We don't want to rebuke you because we're afraid we're going to offend. The 4 other commandments are for God, but we don't want to offend murderers, thieves, adulterers, sexual perverse adulterers, against the family of mother and a father, coveters, and bearing false witness or thieves or whatever. That's who we don't want to offend. We're sorry. We're not gonna offend you by telling you the truth, by telling you the laws of God, by pushing the laws of God in legislation. This is who we're offending. This is who we're afraid of. We don't want to offend these people because it hurts their feelings if we offend their perversity, their thievery, their slandering, their destructiveness. That's weird, huh? That we're doing that. That's we as Christian men. We don't want to offend these people. That's exactly who we're trying not to offend. So for the Lord RPG, my Christian role-playing game, and me getting unfiltered here and obtuse, is trying to tell you to start offending. We need to offend these people. We need to subdue evil. We don't murder it, kill it, get rid of it. We expose it and subdue it is all we do. Subdue it to get them to calm down about their evil. We get the addicts to calm down. That's really the goal here. The church needs to be strong. Christian men need to rebuke, and we need to go out and face them head on. And this is a prime example of that. This is Christian men facing slavery head on. Okay, and it became violent. It did, but they did it, and it took them 100 years, but they did it, and they were outnumbered, outgunned, outshipped, outfinanced. But they had one thing: Christ. They had the love of Jesus Christ in them, and we're not afraid. We want to help people. We want to help even the evil people, even the unchosen. We want to help. Right? We want to help you all. We don't want to kill you, but we need to stop you from killing other people. That's all. We need to stop you from stealing and destroying people's lives, murdering babies, destroying the family, lying and slandering people so they get murdered or killed by the mob. We Christians need to stop. We need to stand in front of that and stop that. And it's not about killing you or subjecting you or torturing you or anything. It's just about you. We need to stop doing that. Please stop killing people, sacrificing babies. How else do we stop you if you keep doing that? That's the whole history of church. The whole church history is about, Inquisition, the Templars, the Crusades, is please stop killing the pilgrims. Please stop killing babies. Please stop killing the Christian cities and attacking them with the Muslim raiders. Please stop. How else can we stop you? Okay, we're going to have to, you're not stopping the witches, the witch trials. Gee, you're not stopping what you're doing. So we're going to have to, I guess we're going to have to get a little bit, please stop. Please stop. Okay. That's the whole church history. And the pagans are rewriting it to make it sound like we Christians are evil. But what are we evil against? Like I said, the 6 things. This is what we're evil against. Those 6 things: thieves, murderers, adulterers. This creating a sexually perverse society. Who's the one thing they go after the most? Children, grooming children. So that's my whole point of the church history, is it's being erased. And me getting into For the Lord RPG, me leaving Dungeons and Dragons and 5e and all the other role-playing games, and joyfully now I am discovering how wonderful it is to see church history. So I found even some edicts they had, or some bulls they created before, early on in the 6th century. They created these rules, like to tell witches to please stop doing this, stop doing that. And the punishment was fasting. That was the punishment. I can see it's so 6th century, there were no witch trials but the stuff they were doing was murderous and terrible and sexual. And the monks were writing the punishments, fasting. Now, I get that some of the local lords were hanging them or killing the witches, because the witches is all about creating life cheats for the people around them that paid them. But in the 14th and 15th century, that's when witch trials got really hardcore. But think about this. It's from 600 to 14th century. That's 700 years. They had these edicts of like, please stop doing that. Please stop doing that. Please stop doing that. And the witches, guess what? Did not stop doing that. Controlling people, manipulating people. A love potion. They created love potions. The most common thing they created was a love potion, which was ecstasy or something, a rape drug. It was a rape drug that ruined women's lives, controlled them. That was the most common pagan enticement of witches to the local men who wanted to control women. That is not Christian. Imagine the horribleness of that. And that's why the lords hated the witches as well. The pagan lords, they hated them because the witches did things very manipulatively like that. Anyway, so that's my little rant this morning, little clickbaity rant and discussion on the cowardice of pagans with pagans. And I'm homophobic, which is not cowardice, because I'm not afraid of homosexuals. I'm just using their term, homophobic, for the fun of it. And yes, say it. When someone says you're homophobic, say yes. And you really don't have to say much more than that. And I was thinking about doing a video about some gay men that I do listen to and respect, because I, as a follower of Jesus, love the enemy. And so what that means is, even though I'm homophobic, I still treat gay men and women with the same integrity and dignity I treat an elder at our church. And I have no problem with that, because Jesus said to love the enemy. So I have no problem with treating gay men, my neighbors, with dignity and integrity. The way that we as Christians change things is through the message, through church, through the gospel, and we will go through legislation, as long as it's done, in a legislative like way where it's fair and balanced. We vote and decide on laws, and then those laws have to be enforced. And that's the way we Christians believe in doing things. We believe in doing it through gospel evangelism, and then affecting governance if we can. We don't believe in violence, murder, revolution. And revolution, in a sense, if it's like a defensive measure against tyranny, yes, but not in the sense of not in the sense of like a military coup, or I don't know what, just crazy violent. We have to take quite a few punches and be beaten back quite a bit before you can then say we gotta make a change. And it should be a declaration change, not a deceptive one either. So whatever. Anyway, that's the weird tangent. Okay, so that's it. That's my little rant here for this morning. I just thought I'd do a little controversial video again, just to see where my subscribers will bump again. Because whenever I do my, the game ones, nothing really changes. But I really like doing them. I'm just going to obviously continue doing this, but I don't really see the bump of subscribers or getting the word out further in those ones. Anyway, yeah, thanks for comment angrily if you can. Anyway, so for the Lord, in the game of life, for the Lord RPG, in the game of life, please roll holy dice.